New tariffs on several U.S. trade partners, how much you could pay and when. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Sydney Charles. Over the weekend, President Donald Trump slapped tariffs on imported goods. KC24's Jennifer Zucker joins us live in studio now after speaking with a financial advisor. Jennifer, how could the new tariffs affect local consumers?
Well, Sydney, nearly 30% of all imports to the United States come from Canada and Mexico. I spoke with a local expert who says people may expect to see some higher prices for items at the grocery store and at the pump.
President Donald Trump signed an order that imposes a 10% tariff rate on all imports from China and 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada. The exception being a 10% rate on Canadian oil. The president says the tariffs aim to combat illegal immigration and the tide of fentanyl. He adds they are being imposed because the United States has a trade deficit with the three countries.
He has said that we're going to have tariffs, and in his own words, we're going to feel a little bit of pain.
But some consumers and economists are concerned that tariffs could raise prices of goods and services. Brian Ullman, financial advisor with the Ford Financial Group, says the cost of groceries, gas, energy, and cars could rise.
The reality is it's probably going to be, if these tariffs stay in place, going to be more expensive 6 months from now than they are today.
Ullman also says car dealerships may also be hit.
If they're not fully assembled in Mexico, parts are manufactured there and they're crossing the border back and forth. And so the car you want may not be available. The car you want may be more expensive than it was just a few weeks ago.
But Ullman says the bigger question is, how will the steep new tariffs affect the economy?
If we have less economic activity because people aren't spending this kind of money, that's a problem.
The Central Valley produces about a quarter of the country's food. Ullman says tariffs could have a big impact locally.
With our economy being dependent heavily on agriculture, I think we'll probably see some effects of those.
And the tariffs are set to take effect on Tuesday. President Trump acknowledges that prices are going to rise, but that it is worth the trade-off in the administration's view. Live in the studio, I'm Jennifer Zucker, KC24, local news that matters.